What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 4 of my Total War Warhammer 3 Golgfag Maneater Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, much ratatouille was cooked as we attacked the clan Molderskaven under contract from the Orthodoxy, and did destroy, I think, 5 or 6 of their rat hordes, as well as the main stack belonging to Throt the Unclean and Gorich. The faction is pretty much crippled at this point, and only Helpit remains with a garrison that's, by the looks of it, pretty lackluster and composed primarily of clan rats, and thus no real threat. So, we'll be destroying them, and where will we be heading next? That was the question posed to you guys in a vote/poll, whatever, at the end of last episode, and the resounding answer was yes indeed, CATHAY is the play. So, after Helpit is done, we'll be proceeding down here and seeing what we can see and seeing what we can do. Somebody also pointed out that the presence there would be good because we can potentially uncover Goldtooth faster, which is, well, which is definitely something we want ASAP, just in case he's having a tough time and we get to confederate him. Anyway, I don't think that there's anything to do, and that I think we did everything at the end of last episode, so we're just gonna end the turn and then proceed to help it. I also think that the rats have like one tiny little, yeah, there it is, little remnant of an army running around, but I'm not sure that we care about it really at all. Also, last episode we got Bragg the Gutsman with his unique sort of hook flail type weapon. Kind of want to see him do some stuff, and Helpit may be the place to do it. Though if the garrison remains as lackluster as it is, maybe this one will be auto-resolvable and we'll just do the thing at CATHAY. Ow! Vermin Nest bounty. We got a bounty for Helpit right before we go to... Perfect. Perfect. Huh. Oh. Oh no, we're Celestial Loyalists. Oh damn, wait, I should have checked the contract, damn it. The panic is setting in. And, oh, no, it's still here. It's Imperial Wardens. Unless it was the Celestial Loyalist and it changed to Imperial Wardens. I don't remember there being a... It's still Vilitch, but Bulwark of the Gate. Assigned Man-Eater unit. That's pretty solid. Huh. Missile block chance and 15 armor, Enabled if not moving. Does this work in melee, I wonder? What does moving count as? If you're in melee and you're engaged with an opponent, does that count, or is this for a Ogre pistol? Well, I suppose it doesn't really matter right now, so this is still there. That could have been bad if the contract disappeared. The vote would have been for nothing. Anyway, bounties will obviously do the... Yeah, we'll do the Orthodoxy one. Crack-a-Drac in the Black Pit, however, I think are a waste of our time since we're going over there. So we'll start by doing this. Then, boot out the greenskins and whatever are boarded. We'll do the Vermin Nest. Then I had an idea. Oh, damn, I forgot to... I got so excited to end the turn, I forgot to reset the camps and undo their rating. And presumably, yeah, both camps raided their location. Well, what can you do? What can you do? Anyway, I had an idea, or at least a couple of ideas. We're unfortunately starting to bleed money, 3,000 gold per turn, and in 1 or 2 turns we will have access to man-eaters, which means even more expensive units. I don't think we can afford it, so I think what we're going to do is this. Groth, Glub, whatever. Glorb, does it really matter who? Wait, who has the important... Do either of you have an important thing? No, not really. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send you by yourself through Blackfire Pass. Blout, I know you've come all this way, but you're going to head back. I've decided that we're going to consolidate these 2 armies. The Gorgers, the Yetis will be combined with the beasts, at least for now. Later on, the beasts will travel with Stonehorns, maybe some Crushers or something, I don't know. But for now, I don't think we can afford 2 armies of that expense. And, ooh, I was wondering what this landmark was. Let's see what we have here. Spices 24, 124, control 4, meat generated 30. All armies in local province, growth +5, all provinces. That's a pretty solid, it's a pretty solid landmark. We'll have to look into a contract against Vissenland at some point, unless the Changeling raises it or something and we can take it for free. That might be nice. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, you and you. Okay, we're gonna have to make some modifications here, aren't we? First of all, along Strider Krog, I was gonna put you in Golgi's army because of the Black Powder Aplenty thing. That would mean, however, another turn of not travel. You know what? Maybe temporarily we'll put him in another army. Let me just try to figure this out. We will still need Bruiser in the army of Pigback Riders, or the Nobbler army. And we're gonna separate this army into two armies in a second, or in a few minutes. Once I figure this out exactly. We'll probably also want to not hold on to this camp for too long in this location. Alright, well, either way we have to go for Hell Pit, so we'll start with that. Let's jump on Hell Pit and Pyrrhic Victory. It's not auto-resolvable. Really? It's mostly just clan rats. They do have a mutant rat ogre, but... Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do this manually really quickly because obviously this is a silly fight and it's not worth our time. So I'm gonna just speed through it a little bit, but maybe we can get a few nice action shots of Bragg the Gutsman and Golgi and his, well, his single entities doing their thing. I do still want another Bruiser in his army, but, well, maybe we'll transfer the other guy when he comes back. Because I also don't want to deprive Golgi of movement points just to pick up a single hero. It's not really worth it, in my opinion. Anyway, start deployment. Last time we attacked here, so this time I think we'll attack here. This is where I usually attack this place anyway, so, yeah. Golgi and Golgi's personal man-eaters will all head directly towards the gate. We will keep the hurt units back here to guard the range units, like so. As obviously the enemy is going to be summoning those clan rats all over the place, like so. And we will turn off skirmish mode, and you guys will be needed to attack the tower. Alright, you guys are gonna be... Well, let's do this group 1 and group 2. You guys will be the actual force that moves into the enemy settlement, like so. Like so. Did I forget anybody? Who's over here? Okay, another unit of Pigback Riders. Yeah, fine, you know what, stay here. Lots and lots of clan rat summonings after all. And I believe that's all we gotta do, at least. Yeah. Alright. Skirmish mode is off. Attack the tower. Golgi head directly towards that, but you guys don't directly attack the thing. We'll speed it up now real quick. Golgi's gonna get hit by the Night Runners for a few seconds. We just gotta wait 19 seconds to elapse. And we'll just use the Stone Shaker, whatever, to break through, which will happen in a few seconds. Fort Tower is nearly done for as well. Okay, let's back you up, and let's shatter the stone, like so. And we're in. Alright, group 1, strike. Oh, I forgot these two guys back here. Alright, you can move on in as well, and there's the summoned clan rats. Alright, tower is down. Let's make another breach in, let's say, this wall right here, and start sending more ogres in. Alright, you go after the enemy lord. And, okay, we gotta be careful with the, well, with our single unit of man-eaters here. They are exposed by themselves out here. Alright, at least we found the enemy master assassin. You know what, just in case, I mean, rat ogre is there. Right, all of you, except for Golgi. I'll try to get some shots in a second. Golgi, go after the Master Assassin. If you can, that is. Alright, and then we'll pop a debuff on everybody here. Like so. Alright, how are we doing out here? The summoned clan rats still failing in what they're doing, but these guys are a little bit more exposed now, so let's do that. Alright, more ogres, stream on in. Alright, is Bragg the Gutsman? Alright, he is in here. It's probably going to be hard to spot him in here. Alright, let's dismember you. Golgi's still going after the enemy. Let's pop that potion of strength. And you have a buff for yourself, and I believe the Bruiser has a debuff. Well, Sundered Arm is sort of a debuff. Contact effect, that's the one. Alright, how are we doing out here? Alright, next unit is done. You guys keep protecting the... Oh, hello. Looks like they want to get summoned here. Okay, you turn off auto attack and... Anybody else move forward. You guys stream on in. Golgi has nearly killed off the enemy lord. And Braggy boy. Go after that meeting rat ogre. Looks like the bruiser is putting the hurt on him though. Yeah, there's that hook flail thing. I love his executioner look. It's pretty good. He's still not as creepy as Scrag. I mean, he's pretty darn creepy, but I don't know. I still think Scrag is the creepiest lord in the game, including the way that he talks. It's so creepy. I love it. I love everything about it. Anyway, enemy lord is just about done. One more hit from Golgi should do it if he can reach him in here. I wonder if he can fire his pistol through all this. I'm gonna try. If I could game, please. And I'm making it easy. Alright, everybody else is moved in as attacking. Not you. Actually, keep a few units here because we don't know whether the other units are going to be capable of doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay, you guys are gonna back up. Did Golgi kill the Lord? I imagine he did. The Lord recently died. Beautiful. Well done, Golgi. Pop your defensive buff. Let's pop Gluttony on the man-eaters. And the battle is probably almost ours. You know what? Well, you know what we can do? We can move Brag the Gutsman and our Bruiser forward. We can watch them fight a little bit. And, oh, they do still have more summons. Okay, well, good luck to you. Good luck to you, sir. Poor clan rats. Alright, yeah, these guys all forward, fighting some storm vermin. And this does mean looking away from the rest of the fight, but all worth it in the name of Hook Flail. That's what we're calling this thing, right? I feel like it has a name, like it has a proper name. Like, not that it's like a weapon that actually exists, but rather this guy has a name for it. Like gut cleaver, gut hook. Or I'm not sure, but it probably does exist. Gotta read up on read his description or his lore or whatever. Oh, you're taking a little bit of damage. Let's heal you, Golgi. I mean, he does. Ooh, wow. Looks like Brag is also getting hurt. These storm vermin are starting to do damage. All right, fine. Can't just have them fighting. We'll have everybody else move in. I think we'll trade the spare gut maw we have. Was it gut maw? Maw plate? Something. The regen item that we have currently on the Bruiser, we'll trade to Brag because it looks like he's more fragile. Yeah, he has 50 armor compared to the 130 of Mr. Brawler Guts there, so, yeah. Alright. And is it the Gutter Runners that's hurting him? Maybe. I'll back off, and it'll all be fine. We'll try to heal him up with the next meat feast that we get. Alright, either way, everybody try to break through all this. Let us buff him up so that he's a little bit less damaged, and the Ogre Tide will cross the bridge. Some of the rats under there are still fighting, but we'll just run right through them. Beautiful. Alright, and across the bridge we go into the next unit. These are all the hurt units that are staying behind. You're kind of hurt as well. Alright. What's the likelihood that you actually lose units like this? I mean, in the blob, I'd say it's not super likely. There was a storm vermin unit there, though. Maybe debuff it with a Curse of the Midnight Wind. Actually, you know what we'll do? Ah, it's too late. I was going to pop the Chain Lightning in these guys away as they were escaping. Alright, well, whatever. You know, I'm not going to send the Saber Tusks or the other hurt units. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Alright, let's watch the Storm Vermin fight because they're an actually decent unit. I was gonna speed it up to max again, but we'll be fine. There we go. The Butcher is butchering, the Brag is, well, not bragging yet, but maybe post-battle. There we go. I wanna see if he can do anything like, I don't know, like swing the hook really hard and get the, like, sort of the tip of the hook through somebody's skull or something. Like an infantry unit. Just gotta watch out for him getting too badly damaged. Fortunately, we do have Meat Feast up and running shortly. Oh wow, he's still dropping in HP. Everybody else come down here. Hey, there's the Brute Whore. Golgi, that's you. And, you know, let's debuff everybody here, and let's heal up Mr. Bragg. I think since we're going to capture Help It, because it has that animal tamer, it will heal to full pretty much no matter what, so... And let's get the range units moving out here. Let's pop a Dismember on... Where's that unit of Storm Vermin? Not the Brood Horror, not the Clan Rats. This is a Storm Vermin unit. Yeah, let's buff everybody up. Buff the Blob. And yeah, look at that, Meat Feast got you back up to nearly full HP, so maybe tankiness doesn't matter all that much. Frankly, the rats are holding a little bit longer than I was expecting them to hold, considering the dearth of strong units in this particular army, but... Well, probably they won't be holding for much longer. The Brood Core is probably the last anchoring unit that they have. Yeah, a little bit of a shootout. Our Nobblers versus this unit of Night Runners. I told the Lead Belchers to fire on all this, but they appear to be doing nothing. Alright, there we go. There's the volley, and down go half the rats. Call it a pseudo-cinematic, because we still get decent shots, because obviously this is a pathetic amount of enemies, and thus we don't really need to control the army all that much. You've taken some casualties, but well, what are you gonna do? Alright, you guys are good. Let's set you up right here, and you right here. And I would like you to go into auto-fire. Let's get a few of the hurt ogres to protect you. And frankly, I probably could have used the pigback riders more, but whatever. I had a little Nobbler contingent. Oh, they're in the main blob. You know what? Let's capture the tower location. Debuff everybody here while we give it the old ogre charge right into the enemy formation. A little bit hard to see because of the Curse of the Midnight Wind. One thing I really like about Bragg the Gutsman, as I'm now learning, is the fact that the hook flail makes him really easy to see over the rest of the units. I'm wondering if we should put him with Scrag. Match creepy with creepy. Alright, turn back on those Storm Vermin. Who needs the heals? I would rather not lose Man-Eaters, but actually these guys are pretty badly beat up. Let's do that. And let's buff the Blob and let us dismember any escaping Storm Vermin, something that's actually worth killing. Yeah, let's do you. Alright. Bruiser indeed. Do we need any more spells? We could drop a Neuron on stun. No, you know what? It's probably more dangerous to us. We're gonna clip our own unit. Yeah, I say this and I do it anyway. Also, Golgi's nice and easy to spot. There we go, we're an on-stun bolt in the center of all that. Some fried rats. We had Ratatouille last time. Gotta change it up a little bit. Lots of cuisine potential from the rats. And is this unit of Skaven Save Spears going to try to move towards our Lead Belchers? Because that seems like a bad idea. Nah, they're going to move past. You know what? I should move these guys forward so they sort of guard the approach. Yeah, that's better. And the heck? Who's going over there? Lead Belchers? Why? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was supposed to be. These guys are reclaiming the tower. Not for long, though. Oh, it does look like that the Brood Horror came back. Make sure that that's not for long either. I promised I'd speed this up and I lied, but we did get some cinematic shots, so yeah. Hopefully no one's complaining too hard. Anyway, Clan Rats. I just let them charge while the this thing is active because well, actually, I was gonna say wait to heal up Bragg, but there isn't any real need. There we go, 62 losses, less than 10%. These two, I believe, were already hurt now. This Iron Fist is kind of matching their hurtedness, but all good. Huh. How did I'm surprised that the Pigback Riders got more kills than anything else, including the Golgi's Man-Eaters. Pretty darn impressive, I gotta say. Can't wait to see what we can do with the Nobbler army. How much we can happen. Oh, wait. yeah, we're level 17, meaning this battle, assuming we get enough XP, should put us into 18, which will mean the Eshin Man-eater. I've been waiting for that. Right? Game. Level up, yes. Oh, all the way to 19. Beautiful. Got plenty of kills, got plenty of money. Not as much meat as I'd like, but some. And this one we are going to not loot and occupy, but regular occupy, because it was tier 3, which means we could take it at tier 2. Artificer, +3 for lead belcher, sure. Eshin Man-eater, there it is, and oh! I also get Ruglad's armored orcs. Nice. Province Black Blood Pass, camp construction, -10%, treasury plus 10k, we really needed it considering, and we got to keep the exotic pet store, we just need to make sure we level it up to tier 3, so that we get that +1 hunter capacity. This is... You know what, we're probably going to need to build a defensive structure here, so we are going to have to delete that. Let us go for the feasts for the strong, as we usually do. Then, there's a couple things that we also want to do. First of all, you're going to level. And I like the fact that they changed it from needing 6 points to go into this portion of the tree to only needing 4. Allowing us to get that earlier is just swovely. That's swell and lovely. Ravenous Fighters will buff up Man-eaters, and considering we're going to have our retrofit in a couple of turns, that's what we're going to do. Then we're going to get Mr. Drunkbat, the deboner, on field. And we are going to take all the nobblers from this army. Like so. Then we are going to take the Longdrong Slayer Pirates, the Eshin Man-eater, and the Ruglad's Armored Orcs. Yes. Kind of temporarily, and we were supposed to get one more... Oh, wait, question. We're able to build Nobbler Trappers yet, or is that next turn? That's next turn. I guess we could still... Huh. He used to be able to... Oh, I mean... Used to be able to sort of like move near the settlement, like really close, despite not having movement range. But I guess you can't do that. Anyway, let's build some more pigback riders. 2 should be sufficient. And Black Blood Pass would enable us to build giants. But we actually only... it'll only enable us to build 1, because... the second one is from Golgi's presence. So I think we won't build the giants here, just build a couple of the pigback riders. We'll go through the camp and build some nobblers as well. Yeah. Alright, bounties. All good. Mercenary contracts. Now we are going to complete... Yeah, fine. I should have waited to summon this guy, but anyway, we're going to complete this. Like so. Lovely. And make peace or stay at war? Stay at war. They're basically destroyed. I don't know where that little army went, but it'll probably be dead next turn, so there's no need to peace out. Then we're going to immediately take this, the Imperial Warden's contract. Decent bit of meat. I'm excited about this gate defender thing. Not as much treasury as I would like, but I guess it's probably the strength of the factions, because why is this more than, like, twice as much meat? Not more, but less than twice as much. Literally the opposite, but anyway, well, accept you. And, ooh, yes. I love these little blurbs for the contracts. They're a nice touch. Anyway, Grand CATHAY's missive is accompanied by an immaculate line of warriors in finely lacquered armor, their faces just as impassive. They make no move, waiting for the company's representative to come to them instead. The stalemate continues well into the night until a nobbler, drenched in fear sweat, takes the contract and brings it back to the camp. That wasn't as funny as the Kislevite one, but anyway, alright, we're good here. We have our Regiments of Renown. We will potentially either get a Bruiser or... I mean, I guess if we're here, we could just pop another Temp Ogre in here until we either get another Regiment of Renown at level 20, which will be the Powder Guts. And, ooh, I guess we're gonna do some meat transfer. Alright, let's see. First of all, Norden Camp. You have nothing to construct, and we're waiting for the completion of those buildings. You are recruiting. And everything else, I believe, is fine. I guess we could transfer some stuff to you. I was going to get rid of you in one turn, but yeah, fine. What do you have as defenses? Nothing really. I mean, we could replace the regular Nobblers with Pigback Riders slowly but surely, and then obviously get some better stuff in here. Just gotta be careful about somebody attacking the camp. We're probably gonna pack this one up and take it to CATHAY with us anyway. Anyway, we will want to go to meat transfer on Golgi Boy. And Gaunt, why do you have 1,000 meat? Okay, no. 2-4 to Strauss camp. Transfer. Then we're going to upgrade the Loot Horde, the Recruiter's Table. 4 turns? Okay, never mind. 4 turns, never mind. Only do the 2 turn stuff. Yeah, we can do the Gut Store, and we want Hunter capacity, and we probably want Bruiser capacity. I mean, we want all capacity, so... I guess this place is going for 2 turns then. Which is fine. Alright, anything else? Do we have any new capacities available to us? I feel like I'll recheck this, but I'm kind of paranoid about it and want more heroes on field. Everybody else has moved. We have no buildings to build. We are ready to go to next turn, then teleport. Unless I'm mistaken. Alright, good to go. I suppose one argument that can be made for packing this camp up... Well, okay, you know what? We'll see what the situation is like over there. And then we'll decide. Also, what's our money at? Especially considering we're about to... It's gonna be like minus 5k, isn't it? Minus 4.2k. Oh, not as bad, but still pretty horrible. Faction destroyed Magathkin and Brotherhood of the Bear fallen at last to... not the Sarl, but rather the World Walkers. Rune Maw, passive ability, spell resistance plus 10%. Useful. If we defeat Halkenhalf Daemon. Who's this from? Oh, either way. Stig Dreadclaw, okay, that's probably not gonna happen, especially considering the vote, and Grutter Blood Reaper. Why does the game keep wanting to send us to this area where the Beastmen were that we didn't want to chase? Alright, let's redo these... Well, maybe the Halkenhalf one will keep its 10k for eliminating one character. If we're ever around here, or if we do some work for the Bone Rattlers, might be worth our time. These two are ones I want to redo, though. Alright. Next. Golgi. And you've transferred what you needed to transfer. So now, you're going to transfer yourself to... Here, I see this guy, alright. To Dragon Gate we go. And we... Hello. Is that a Vilitch I see? Okay, wait. If we go into ambush... Can't go into ambush stance. There may be a reason to take Poem. Okay, well, either way. Let's go into ambush. Really need capacity for another camp. Might be a critical research to do shortly. And then go right here. Then... Well, let's level up, just in case Vilitch actually comes for us. Decent likelihood our ambush will be foiled after all. Gore-soaked Ritualist, I think, is the way to be. Winds of magic cost, etc. Also, didn't we have a... Yeah, we have the Skull Mantle on you. Forbidden Rod is gonna go for our... Gut Maw. For our Butcher of the Lord of the Great Maw. However, I do still want to replace that Gut Maw. Like so. Make you a little bit tankier, my friend. Rag Banner Ancillary, Leadership +4, probably not needed in Golgi's army, let's face it. We'll give it to another. Ooh, Standard Die, that'll be very useful for fighting Vilitch, as it gives that melee defense active buff. As for Brag, Unstoppable Force, Bellower, and Training. Alright. Gaunt. Now, I still want to transfer stuff, and... Longstrider Krog, you're going to temporarily go into this army. Like so... Huh, that killed all of your movement? I don't like that. You know, we could undo that. and redo the movement, because... well, he can still move, I guess. Moving is not recruiting, though. And we should probably... oh, frick, did I forget to set the camps again? Oh, they keep raiding, no. My bad. Again, I'm gonna keep forgetting, aren't I? Recruitment. Let's level these up as well. And I know you guys have been reminding me to do that, all of that, but, you know, yeah. Our recruitment cost, impressive wealth, and renown and feared. Let's go for that. I mean, there's nothing else here that's useful to us, so corruption, I guess. Then... okay. There's a couple things we still need to do. First of all, Drunk Bet. Drunk Bet. I like the name. Oh, this guy's here. Alright, fine. Go for 3 Nobbler Trappers. We're not going to upgrade anything else right now. It's going to take 4 turns to get the scrap launcher. Okay, you know what? We're going to get rid of the camp bull here. We're going to replace it with a Nobbler building. I didn't want to necessarily build it in this camp, but we might as well have it everywhere. Because who knows? And Longstrider Krog, we're not going to bother with upgrading that. Then the next thing we want to do will be to, I guess, get a temporary lord up and running. Another temporary lord. Let's take a look at if anybody is worth keeping here. Strategist and intelligent. Tough and strong are fine, but I'm not sure we want the Lord of the Heavens one, considering we already have one. We don't have a Death Slaughter Master, but I'm not super happy with their traits. I guess we could just use one for a recruiter. Yeah, my movement range +8. Something. And if we use this guy to ferry troops around, maybe. Oh, -6k. Okay, hopefully this is temporary. What I wanted to do is this. We have now access to... ooh. We have access to Stonehorns and Giants. I didn't realize that. I thought it was only the... We could either pop Stonehorns into that army, or... well, we already transferred stuff. Alright, you know what? Let's do some Giants specifically for the Nobblers, because their army will be relatively cheap, and the Giants will be the expense in that particular army. We still want scrap launchers in their army, but we could do... oh man, Iron Blasters are expensive, though. But nonetheless... I like the idea of the Giants. I don't know if 4 is too many, but it's what we're doing, so we will deal. Next up, we will take a look at the hero capacities, and nothing. It'll happen. It'll happen for us eventually. Groth, you, my friend, are supposed to find Scrag the Slaughterer, who is at Eckendorf. Okay, yeah, these guys are pretty much always at Eckendorf. Let's see if they're willing to confederate. Quick deal. Confederate, -132. Okay, unfortunately, it looks like they're too strong. Fair enough. Groth, you are then moving back to where you came from. And returning to that army. Such that you can make us some cash. Rest of you are looking okay. You're now recruiting. We have no global recruitment going, though. You could, in theory, global recruit, right? This is Portestros Camp, global recruitment. Everything will take 2 to 4 turns, and frankly, considering the cost right now, maybe it's a bad idea. Man, if only the Nobbler Trappers would only take 1 turn. This isn't going to be enough, meaning we won't be able to pack up this camp next turn. Unless we globally recruit 1. Or, wait. Yeah, you still can't, though. Yeah, alright. Either way, I do believe we are... it's end the turn. Skip. Let's see about Vilitch. He's got a full stack here, and another half stack here. We can catch him out, destroy him. Hopefully the ambush doesn't get foiled, because... I mean, it's hard to say. Will he be too afraid to attack us with that? He is in Pomay now, and... this little army's nearby. Oh, you're screwed. Oh, oh, look. Oh, yes. Oh, this is gonna be a battle. I'm excited. That's, this actually might be a toughie. Faction destroyed, ambusher discovered, ambusher discovered. What do we have here? Hunter's Talon, free amber spear for... Huh, everything's over on this side. Nothing in CATHAY. Kind of disappointing. Come on now. We should be able to maybe designate these things? I don't know. Falcon Half, Flare of the Troll King, and Azag. We'll keep the Azag one maybe because it's 11k. This one isn't much. It does have that Hunter's Talon, but I don't know how much we care. Slash the likelihood that we're going to bother up here, because if these guys maintain their territories, we won't have to worry about them getting taken away from us. So decline this bounty. Alright, big fight time. What's the likelihood that these guys actually run? Yeah, let's go for the smallest army first and allow the bigger armies to move in as reinforcements. If we manage, if they don't run, we should be able to... This guy's worth the least, so we're gonna go for this guy. I'm just wondering, the other option would be to go for Pomei directly. That, in that case, they have absolutely no way of running. It'll be a little bit more difficult because there's defenders there and Vilitch is there himself, so they'll take a longer time to kill. But nonetheless, I think we gotta guarantee it. Go. Alright, now is there anything we want to do? Pyrrhic Victory, that's what I like to see. And we got lots and lots of stacks as well. Anything we need to see, anything we need to do to power ourselves up, or can do to power ourselves up pre this fight, because it's gonna be a toughie most likely. Let's get the Gold Sigil Sword. We have... Okay, Artificer is not gonna be helpful. Maybe the Rag Banner Leadership might actually be useful here, but who knows. Alright. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Plus, it's a gigantic fight. Go.
Try and keep up with me!
Alright, buddy, we'll give it a shot. Here we go. We've got, in addition now to brag, the Gutsman, the Eshin Man-eater. And just the one, unfortunately. It's interesting that the choice was to make it a regiment of renown and only give the ability to build one, but oh well. It's gonna be interesting to see what kind of animations he's got. In addition to that, we've also got the Long-Drong Slayer Pirates. Remember them from Malachi, and the Ruglud's armored orcs as well, with their crossbows and their chainmail, cosplaying Imperials as they are. And they've got those dwarven shields on their backs as well, very nice. Anyway, or maybe cosplaying dwarfs. Well, let's see if this debut is also their last battle, as I don't know whether we'll survive this. There's a lot of enemies to be dealing with. For now, though, it's a Vilitch versus a Golgi, who charges forth, doesn't care about the Chaos Warriors and the Furies. Sends Vilitch flying with a nice, gets his barrier away. Oh, and there we go. Nice 500 HP from that blow as well, despite all of the Furies and stuff surrounding him. Or them. Well, that I'm sure is going to take a while, as Vilitch is pretty darn tanky, although he's already lost a third of his HP. Maybe not as tanky as you might think. And his blue fire, unfortunately, because of the hills, hits absolutely nothing. The rest of our army continues making its way forth, Golgi continuing to get attacked. His heels bitten by those Furies, or scratched, but Vilitch is now down to 40% HP, and is losing pretty darn handily. Out here, the rest of our ogres have arrived. We're going to try to smash Vilitch's army before the reinforcements to arrive, because there are a lot of reinforcements. And because Vilitch's army is in the garrison, it means that all of his army, once they're shattered, they don't have to be chased down because they're guaranteed to be destroyed. So that's the plan. As for Vilitch himself, he's, by the looks of it, down to a couple of hits and has lost pretty handily. That said, the reinforcements have arrived, though on the bright side, on the other side of the map, which is hopefully going to work out nicely for us. Alright, Vilitch, one more hit maybe, 22 HP remaining, finish off. Did that do it, or is he getting back up? I think that did it. Wait, doesn't? Huh. He's just lying there dead. Doesn't Vilitch have the escape through a portal animation, or am I thinking of the, horrors? Oh no, the horrors get grabbed with by a giant arm from the portal. Anyway, regardless, we still got a battle to fight. The Chaos Warriors and Marauders suffering, but they've dropped a fair few Ogres, as we can clearly see, and this is merely one out of the 3 armies that we gotta deal with. The bounce power is, now that the reinforcements are here, very, very slightly in the enemy's favor, but somewhat close to 50-50. You just gotta make sure that this army is gone by the time the others are here. Alright, now where is the Eshin Man-eater in all of this? There we can see Brag the Gutsman and the Eshin Man-eater running around together. Oh, like a little team. I love it. We're definitely gonna keep these two together, regardless of whether they stay in Golgi's army. This is cute. Alright, well, they're running around looking for new foes. While we did manage to break a decent portion of the enemy army, it looks like another decent portion are going to rally. I'm going to try to give chase to as many as we can, but we have to keep enough troops in sort of the main blob of ours, such that we can still use them to defend our range units. And to return to fight the reinforcements, which are just about here. The Chaos Furies, as well as the Marauder Horsemen of Tzeentch will lead the way. Fortunately, the Furies are decided to jump down on our range units, and were met with long-drawn Slayer Pirates, who can handle them just fine, unlike the much more fragile Lead Belchers. Speaking of the Lead Belchers, however, they're starting to knock out the Marauder Horsemen of Tzeentch, and it does look like a pile of Chaos Trolls heads into the long-drawn Slayer Pirates. Probably something these Slayer Pirates would love to deal with. The Trolls probably not so much as the Eshin Man-eater, and Brag the Gutsman arrived to start taking out Trolls, as well as our Butcher there. And damn, the Ogres certainly, once again, well, while they don't tower over the Trolls don't quite have nearly as much mass as they do. Actually, out of curiosity, what's the mass on a troll unit? 1,500. What's the mass on you? 3,335 on our Bruiser. What about our Eshin Man-eater? 2,875. What about a regular unit? It's fine. Man-eaters are 2,125. Yeah, so still more than the Trolls, which does make sense. Anyway, about a half of our army is still separated, running around after those units from Vilitch's army that ran away. Eshin Man-eater heading back into the fray against more Trolls, does get hit with a fair few of those javelins, but the Trolls similarly do get hit by crossbow bolts from Rugleds, as well as the Lead Belcher's cannon fire. Man-eater uses his explosion ability to disrupt the enemy's formation and head directly towards the enemy exalted hero, while we send Golgi, wherever he may be. He's running around somewhere to hunt the enemy down. Oh, there he is. He's going after the enemy Marauder Chieftain, which is appropriate as well. And if Vilitch stood no chance against Golgi, I'm sure some basic Marauder Chieftain isn't going to achieve all that much either. I want to see these guys fire a little bit. There we go. Love watching the Lead Belchers do their work, that's for certain. And Rugleds should be around here somewhere as well. Still have about a 40% of their ammunition perhaps, so they can still continue firing. How are they doing for damage so far? 25 kills, about 10k damage. Kill-wise, nothing crazy. Damage-wise, not too bad at all, I'd say. Alright, and the other two armies are now all converging, and we're starting to feel a little bit outnumbered by the sheer amount of Marauders and Chaos Warriors all over the place. Especially considering we were somewhat damaged from fighting Vilitch's army, we just don't have the numbers to just run right over the enemy army at this point in time. That's alright though, or at least I hope it's alright. Enemy Berserkers probably will get ripped apart by our Ogres fairly quickly. Even the basic Ogre Bulls should be able to deal with them just fine, as the Berserkers, especially in Vanilla rather than SFO, are going to be pretty fragile. Bounce of Power is in our favor now. Eshin Man-eater, ooh. Let's watch you do some of your animations. Are you going to back away now? Damn. I looked there a little bit too late. I don't know where to look in this battle because there's just, it's just constant fighting. Wind Blast going through the pile of Marauders there. And let's just take a quick look at all of our HP values. A lot of units are hovering around 20 to 10%, which ain't so great. It also does mean we're probably going to have to swap out some units, as in back the ones that are sufficiently damaged off so that they don't actually get killed, as in the units don't get destroyed. Alright, Eshin Man-eater doing some fancy moves and then once again backing away to where he's needed most. Frankly, all of our single entities are doing the same. Looks like Golgi has defeated another enemy single entity, an exalted hero Tzeentch, and will be going after the next enemy lord. As soon as said exalted hero is down, which down he goes. Alright, and ooh, damn, this Ogre Bulls unit is down to the dregs of their HP. Frankly, a lot of our army is similar to that. These Ogre Bulls can barely even see their HP bar. We had to back off the Man-eaters, and we're going to heal them up because we can't risk losing them, at least until we can replace them. I mean, I suppose we can replace them now, it's just it'll take 4 turns of global recruitment. We will probably take a settlement and have somebody global recruitment ferry those units to Golgi, unless we take a contract back in non-CATHAY next, and just to get the retrofit. I'll have to think about that. Anyway, bounce power continues rising in our favor. Battle getting somewhat desperate, and we've had to blob up most of our units together just because they're so badly hurt that they need to protect each other. Plus, this way we can have the single entities still lead them. I love that sword work from the Eshin Man-eater. A little bit fancier because he actually has a sword, unlike the rest of the ogres. I mean, some of them have like cleaver-like weapons, and I guess the Pistoliers have big old cutlasses, unless I'm mistaken. They're also, like, huge and crude looking. Little poses. Alright. Either way, I do believe the battle is nearly ours. Bounce power about 95% in our favor. I think as soon as this lord falls, the battle will be ours. Though whether all of our units will survive, I'm not entirely sure. Look at those HP bars. Basically nothing on many units. This was a really close one. If the enemy had a few more units, it might have gone their way. Granted, we didn't have to attack this massive pile of enemies, although in another way we very much did. Another kill for Golgi. I think he knocked out like 5 or 6 single entities, 3 lords and at least 2 heroes throughout this battle, so great job to him. Got 18k damage, and that was all from hunting single entities. Otherwise, the battle is ours. As to how many enemy units will escape and whether we'll be able to auto-resolve the remains of their armies, that'll definitely remain to be seen. The Chaos Warriors at least are slow, but the Marauders are reasonably quick, and we don't have the normal number of units we usually would to chase the enemy down, so there's a good likelihood some of them will escape. But for now we'll chase off screen. Oh, there we go. An absolutely glorious fight. We certainly earned our meat and gold, and we certainly got plenty of them in reward. Many of our basic ogre bulls are severely damaged. These ones are nearly destroyed. To say four of them are nearly destroyed. And, 353. What? I thought there were Vilitch plus 2 stacks. It should have been over 400, shouldn't I could have sworn, I need to go back over the video. I could have sworn that the contracts thing said that there was a lot more than 353. Maybe when the other armies back off, because that seems a little bit odd. We're gonna have to still chase them down, so I think we're gonna start by sacking. And we'll see. And we killed all the lords, so shouldn't these be all worth... Huh, weird. Can't be only 350, that's half our contract. Oh, we didn't earn the 155 for this guy. Oh, he didn't count because of the garrison army, I see. Can we still reach him though? But if we try, he'll... He'll run, won't he? We'll be able to chase him down, I think. Alright, we gotta do this right. Enemy killed in battle, yada yada yada. Defeated Vilitch gives us a very nice melee defense +5 and wins a magic power-up, which we certainly did need because Golgi's melee defense is quite low. Not that it's seemed such. Brag the Gutsman unlocked a big name. Powder Guts man-eaters with ogre pistols as well. Lovely. Can we auto-resolve these, or do we have to manually fight them? Looks like no one died. Lovely. Oh, actually that might not be true, depending. 13 losses, I think we're okay. 2% replenishment. And we still have movement range to chase down this guy, Opal Amulet, yes. Chase. He's gonna run, but hopefully not far enough, there we go. And you know what? It might make the auto-resolve better, so we will... Let's see what we have here. Take fight or die. We will take... We got 1 point. I mean, yeah, the lead belchers have been doing really well. It's come continuous volley. Next up, you, Butcher of Heavens. You got 2 points. Got to get to that dinner bell. So big bellower rather, leadership went out of melee, and dinner bell, which gives a cooldown decrease as well as leadership. Next up, we got Brag and the Bruiser. Brag and the Bruisers. Dibs on the band name. I guess we'll get you Sword Nobblers and Lucky Nobblers just to power you up for decent value for 2 points. We're gonna go for Under Chieftain to get that ward save. I was thinking maybe Greater Girth to make you very powerful, but you're already solid. And we send you more with the army, and we send Golgi more by himself to, you know, duel lords and hunt them down and kill them. Armor, weapon strength, let's get you Blade Master. Gotta get to hard to hit. And I believe that's it for you guys. Alright, next up, we will... Wait. We got a few items out of that. Nothing crazy, but we give you the Opal Amulet. Like so. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, then we're gonna hit Mr. Oscar Trollhewer. And we cannot auto-resolve. Alright, we're gonna... okay, we'll manually fight this one because... Well, because we have to. It's silly, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Just gotta not send our damaged guys in, frankly. Oh, Ruglets and these guys are fine, and... yeah, that will be fine. Oh, I might actually take the opportunity to heal up our Eshin unit. I don't see why not. Alright, so we'll back you all up, then we'll start deployment. We will use the range units regardless of their damage, and we will turn off skirmish mode. Then we will take all of our single entities as group 1. And why is the Ashen Man-eater out front? Kind of interesting. Oh, it's because he has Vanguard deployment. And then again, so does Golgi. Alright, then we'll take the relatively unhurt units of ogres. We'll make you group 2. Range group 3, and then cats. You know what, you're too hurt. And then all of you will be group 5. hidden in the tree line, wherein we hopefully don't need to use you. Alright, start battle. You guys all up ahead. You guys move here. Oh, they're actually heading towards us. Oh, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Alright. And you back off for a second. You're repositioning this. What is this? Why are you milling around like that? You should be firing. Guys, come on. Oh my god, what are you doing to me? Alright, you go for the Marauder horses, and the rest of you are fine. Single entities, go hunt down the Marauder chieftain. There we go. And I should probably activate some... What do we have here? Melee attack. Yeah, go for it. Alright, we will go for melee attack increase. You can use Great Cut Gouger, and they can't run, we just need to destroy the army, and our single entities are fine. Alright, range units, kill this now and go into guard mode. Alright, enemy lord is pretty much done already, beautiful. There we go. We have sufficient single entities to deal with this without compromising or hurting or allowing these guys to get hurt. Let's move you down though. Battle should be nearly ours. And this is why obviously this should have been unresolvable, but what can you do? Honestly, numerically this feels more appropriate, you know what I mean? Like the number of ogres we're seeing rather than the gigantic pile of ogres. Just as compared to the number of troops, I mean. Anyway, there we go. No damage. Oh, we never got to meet. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Army's destroyed either way, and we got the contract favor, contract client relation. I don't know what it's called. The currency, the contract currency, the concurrency. Anyway. I wonder whether we're in range to go back to Pomay, because we really need to heal now. And we need a settlement in order to, 3% healing. We need a settlement in order to unlock a Regiment of Renown. Yes, alright, perfect. Go to Pomay. And occupy 1. Client satisfaction. Till I get my satisfaction, occupy. Lovely. Alright, we're at 394. Weren't we at 350 something and then this guy was worth 150 something? Guys, am I crazy or is something wrong with this? Or maybe it was 290 something instead? I need to go back again because I don't know what the heck is going on. Something's weird. I feel like we should have earned more. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. We got another point, and we will use it because who knows? There could be another Vilitch army nearby. Well, not with Vilitch himself, but, you know. I guess we'll just go through Tools of Destruction. Or we could, you know what? Let's get you Sword Nobblers. Let's get you a few of your things. Also, win a battle in a region with wine resource. Okay, we'll have to find that. End your turn in full speed stance on water. Okay, I'll try to remember to do that. And then what do you need? End your turn as the highest ranking character in this army. Okay, we're going to have to just swap you to a different army. Briefly, win a battle against the Ogre Kingdoms. Well, if it comes down to it. Let's say... healthy appetite for you, Brag the Gutsman. Alright. Got lots of meat though, so we can certainly spend some of it. Gaunt, we will start with you. Yeah, we started building the giants there. Let us move you two together. Huh. You want to attack Wulfric here? Alright, you know what? Swap units. We will... who's who again? Okay, you guys are going to go to the Beast Army and we'll swap you. We're missing one of the hunters and... Well, like I said, this is actually going to be split into multiple armies, but for now I think it's fine. And... I really wish you could get regiments of renown within the territories of your camp. A little bit annoying that you can't. And then you guys are just gonna follow along. You keep recruiting. And it's 4.6k. And oh, it's about to be more actually. Golgi lose these guys that have 2 and have very low veterancy. Yes, and grab those powder guts. I want to get the Amble Peak Greybacks into the other army as well, but you know. Also, do we still have all-consuming stomachs up and running? Yes, indeed we do. Beautiful. Groth, move up north or continue moving up? Oh, man. You traveled a long way, but at least you found Scrag. We just gotta pay attention to him. Drunk Bat, you are going to kill Garrett here? This will destroy the faction. Yes. Rockeye. Passive ability, 4 spotting plus... That's it? Plus 10%? Why? Why is this an item? I get that it's a common item, but some common items are actually really good. It doesn't matter.
No threat to me.
Alright, faction destroyed. There we go. Alright, you go back into Helpit territory, then... I guess recruit a few more of these guys? Alright, and I still would like to pack up that camp, but... now we can't. And we do have meat to spend. Alright, so a little bit of admin post the ludicrously big battle. You are gonna start with that pig jousting field. Oh, you know what, I guess... how many turns does it take to build that thing? Because that guy could just go here. 112. 2 turns. Oh, but then again, it only takes 1 turn. It's not like you have movement left anyway. Still gotta get the Nobbler army up and running. Well, Nobbler and Giant. I don't know if it's gonna work well, but we'll find out. Really, we still need the scrap launchers, though. That doesn't change. Doesn't change that fact. Alright. Is there meat to spend? There is here, but I didn't... I wanted to pack this up and... send it out, so that would mean not building these. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not that Golgi really needs it right now. I mean, we'd have to do it next turn anyway, so we'll wait. We have 6 turns left, and we have to rack up suspiciously high amounts. I'll take Turtle Gate back. Okay, well, whatever. Building upgrade available. Oh, that's this stuff. Yeah, fine. Just leave it. Skip, 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 skip. Bounties available. Anyone we need to undo? I don't think so, or at least not right now. In turn. Oh, it's freaking raiding again. Oh, I so hope that the release build doesn't have that. Non-aggression pack go away. Unless they did that on purpose and it has something to do with the way that the AI uses camps. Then again, you wouldn't want the AI constantly raiding every... well, actually. Hard to say. Alright, what do we have here? Capture Fortress Strask. Wintertooth wants us to do stuff again. Bounty issued. Snorko Weirdy. 16k. Damn. That's nice. And mission aborted. Oh, I wanted that Rune Maw. Oh, because Bone Rattlers have been destroyed. And hello. Thunder Mace. I like the sound of that. Powerful Explosion. Offer a total of 50 meat to the Great Maw. Working on it, game. Working on it. 2.8k? Yeah, that's not worth our time. This one, though, at 16k, we'll keep it here, although I have my doubts about us going down there in 30 turns. Minus 6k now, the Giants are ready at least. Okay, get rid of these 2 Regu Nobblers. Then you, Drunk Bat, start moving down here. Well, stay near Fortress Camp for this turn. Fortress Camp, we'll probably need to build some troops to replace the garbage troops you have. I mean, I guess we could just do this. More pigback riders. Only for the turn that we're staying there. Then you Boldig the Big Bulge. We're going to take your stuff, pop it into this army, like so. You Blout cannot reach Wulfric, but you... wait, do we even have any contracts or anything to attack Wulfric? We need either a contract or a bounty that'll make it worth our time to actually do something here. Damn, lots of reward for working with the Blessed Dread. Might do that. Okay, you know what? We'll take a look at Wulfric if we get a bounty to kill him next turn, but if we don't, we could move Blout southward to kill Draika's thing. In fact, should we do it right now? I'm thinking grab Beckhoffen just for the pottery. Yeah, but if we, you know what, stay just because Wulfric is here, because, you know, he could be potentially a nice fight. Could also grab an island or something. I just really want this this army to actually fight now. Anyway, I would also like... Can we afford them? I was gonna say I would also like to build at least a couple stone horns, but oh, it's horrible. Okay, you know what? Baldig the Big Bulge. We're going to just double checking if he has anything interesting. We're gonna delete you for now. There we go. The supply lines were just hurting us. All right, then we will. Now let's build 2 stone horns. It only take 2 turns after all. Oh. They're here. Those are the regular stone horns. Anyway, Norden Camp, you are going to go unraiding. And... lovely jubbly. Alright, everything else here needs to be upgraded. This is our maxed out camp, so we wanted to have everything available, and we'll need to transfer another 600 gold to, or 600 meat to it. Alright, no problem at all. Meat transfer from, I guess, Golgi. 600 to Norden Camp, transfer. Like so, in Norden Camp, build your last thing, which will give us crushers and crushers, double crushers. Alright, Blout, stay where you are for the turn, and everybody else is good. I believe we still have our hunter to move, so we'll move him here. I also want to check if there are any new... aha, Firebelly. Bruiser, Hunter, Butcher. Alright, let's go Firebelly, and let's see what you get. Big names. Belly Slapper again, we keep getting those. Attribute Devastating Flankers for Gorgers. Oh, right, that reminded me. You, with the Gorgers. This guy, Crud, he has the same thing, doesn't he? We should put him in that army. Devastating Flanker for Gorgers. Yeah, alright. We'll put him in that army then. That does mean that this army will currently only have fire bellies, but... not a huge deal, I hope. Alright, Golgi. It's time for you to move again, my friend. I guess we'll take Turtle Gate. We have 5 turns. We can get to Red Fortress. And give to client. And I'll move that. I want you to move that way. Can't move past it though. Oh. If you do, you'll start suffering attrition. I think we can't use underway stance on this side either. Unless I'm misrecalling. Is that a word? Anyway, Golgi, stay here. Gotta move. But you also gotta heal a little bit, so yeah. Home I don't really care about, so we're most likely going to trade it away, so just don't collect the income and ignore it for now. And I do believe that's another end turn. Possibly we might not get another fight. Let's give it another turn, but if we don't, we don't. Skip, skip, skip. And turn. Alright. Now let's see if we get a bounty for Wulfric. Come on, 15k money bounty. Specifically for Wulfric. Deathmaster Snitch. Trade agreement. Interesting, but no. Really depends on what kind of contracts we got on offer over there. And Wulfric, did he just run away? I think he sacked Norden and moved away. He's right there. What do we have here? Research 8 Technologies, mission successful. Hello, Talisman of Preservation and Halfling Cookbook. Lovely. Does Halfling Cookbook mean a cookbook from the Halflings or cooking Halflings? Alright. Feral Rage, finally. Saber Tusks, no more rage. Raise or sack Norden? It just got... okay, yeah, no. Aha! Wulfric. Ah, but it's only 3k. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. Better than nothing. Golgi, you're getting that Talisman of Preserve. And Halfling Cookbook has the Tenderizer as its thing. It's a little set, I mean. And tunneling cannot adopt in this region, yeah. Alright, well, we basically have only one place we can go, which is the Red Fortress. I think these guys only own the one territory. Well, USAC also own the territory. I wonder how much it's worth. We have 4 turns. Too bad Zatan didn't count. What doesn't kill you? 3 turns gives us physical resistance plus 15% for Gorgers. That's a pretty big buff for them. And since we're using them, certainly want that. You know what we should do? You are going to go into all-consuming stomachs. Confirm we're going to jump here and get that Regiment of Renown going. You're not an all-consuming stomachs, are you? No, you're not. Alright. We can catch Wulfric, but he'll probably run. We got that Thunder Mace as well. Blout, you're a Slaughtermaster. Oh, I was gonna put these guys in your army as well. Alright, for now, you go here. We should also build some better stuff in Norden Camp so it can defend itself so we don't have to hang around here anymore. Let's get you some Golgies, man-eaters. They're super cheap here at least. And did the camps go back into raiding? Indeed they did. Raiding and not raiding, okay. You ready to go down here. And this camp is now, I believe, ready to be packed up. Alright. Pack you up, sir. Yes. Alright. Well, that'll be useful. A Golgi. You can make a camp here. Just a random one. And we'll pack it up as needed. This is worth 54. Huh. Hey, a game. It better not be impossible to complete this contract. Wait, I want to see what this contract says. Unless it's deliberately screwing us, because I still feel like we should have gotten more for those fights. Dreaded Woe, Puppets of Misrule. When you click on Dreaded Woe, nothing even happens. And USAC. How many territories do USAC have? Let me just see here. 1. Huh. I feel like we won't be able to get to both because we can't jump in 4 turns. It might be possible in 3, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Red Fortress Camp, you start with big ball of nothing. I guess we'll still transfer some meat to you. Take the turn to build some basic stuff and like so. Wait, not Norden Camp, Red Fortress Camp. Wrong camp. There we go. And you... How many turns does this take? 2? Yeah, we'll still be there most likely. Most likely. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I could still build the casualty or punishment bonus, but I think we'll be fine. Don't bother building anything else. Oh, you can actually stay in the raiding stance. Aha, for once. Alright, next up. Groth, keep moving. Ah, clicked on the wrong thing. It's also... I wonder why this one's so much more than this one. This one's barely anything. This one has Blood of the Motherland area, melee, defense, and expert chart. Oh, that's really nice. Targets Wintertooth, eh? Certainly has potential. Oh, these have certainly gone down in the rewards that they were offering. Anyway, Wulfric. He's got 2 mammoths, eh? He's damaged, but 2 mammoths. We don't have any way to kill large units at all in this army other than the hunters. You know what? I think we're gonna have to wait. At least for Wulfric. At least for now. You have the all-consuming stomachs, and you do not. You have nothing. Wait for the Nobblers to come, because they can actually knock down the mammoths with their dagger spam. Does mean, however, Crud can move into Blout's army. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking how the hunters would be on the 2 sides of the this guy, but it's alright, we'll deal with it. Alright, and I do believe that's another end turn, unless I'm mistaken. These stone horns are coming as well, which we can pop into this army. Might have to let either one of the vultures go or something. We just don't have room in here for everything we want. Skip, end turn. I want to see if there's anything at Red Fortress as well. I really wanted to complete this contract in this particular episode, but it might not be happening. I really got to go back and count all the client relationship that we were supposed to get for fighting Vilitch and all those armies at once, and see if it stacks up or if it adds up to what it was supposed to be. It increased because of the raiding. That's nice. So there is that still. And by the looks of it, you cannot reach this place in one turn. Yeah, so that means there's no way we can reach both. Fortunately, this guy's worth a lot. Golgi, go into ambush stance, go right here. It should be sufficient, I believe. What if this guy's gonna go after Vud, but it's not like we've overly invested in it, so it doesn't matter. Alright, then... Okay, Wolfie is gone, but we have stuff now. Alright, we want to... Okay, wait, is this guy here? Yes. You go here. Okay, you're building. We would like to transfer... do we like the Saber Tusks more or the Blood Vultures more? Frankly, if the Blood Vultures are exactly like Carrion, they're gonna be awful, but we'll keep 2 in this army. I'll probably build more in another army, but right now we can't afford too many armies because of supply lines. I do miss SFO because of that. Alright, that's a little better. Kind of a mixed beast and beast adjacent Yetis and stuff army. Then you have the Bruiser. Okay. Then go here. Are you still missing anything? You're missing scrap launchers. Gotta get it like 3. Anyway, take this. Take the piggyback riders and take 4 of these guys. That'll give us room for 2 scrap launchers. Doesn't feel like enough. I mean, we can't build the scrap launchers yet, so we'll take the piggyback knights. Pigback knights, rather. Oh, wow. Pigback riders, piggyback knights. Oh, that's going to be confusing. I already have enough trouble with that. Anyway, Drunk Bat. You don't need that rock eye. We're gonna send you to Brass Keep next turn, I think, to grab that Regiment of Renown for us. And then you with the Stonehorns should be powerful enough to deal with what you need to deal with. Alright, that means you can get rid of this stuff. I don't want to continue paying for it. Yes. Alright, and you can then lose the all-consuming stuff. Well, I guess if we send you down this way to, for example, get Drika's stuff, you can keep it. And then delete this guy now, because... Oh, then who's gonna recruit stuff? Well, you know, we can wait for the recruitment. Goodbye to Drunk Bat. And let's keep... Oh, you're in raiding again. Let's build you, I don't know, a couple of Iron Blasters. Something... to keep this camp up and running and good. Dead or whatever. Loud. This way. You're still waiting for Groth the Hunter to complete your... more or less complete your army. And then once we have the other Stonehorn and Thunder Tusk variants, we will we'll simply take out the Gorgers and the Yetis, put them in a different army. Oh, this army is kind of neat as well. We'll see how it performs, let's say. And then we'll figure out what we do with it. How about that? Alrighty, skip, and turn. I really want to see if we can complete that contract. We also really need the money right now because we are continuing to drop. Trade agreement with you? No, not right now. Alright, and obviously this episode is running heckin' long, but I think it was worth it to get that absolutely massive battle. Alright, ambush foiled for Golgi. Nemesis Crown is somewhere, which we might care about. Alright, he didn't run from the Red Fortress, and greatly increases the health of the settlement. Oh no. It might mean it won't work cinematically. I'm not entirely sure, but I think either way... Well, we can actually auto-resolve it if we wanted to. Yeah, I think either way we're going to... Would it be too much of a tease to save it for next time? I think it might be too much of a tease and you guys would yell at me. Alright, fine. We'll fight it now still. I don't know whether the cinematic is going to work because the greatly increases health and stuff. I was bugged and didn't allow cinematic battles, but we'll give it a shot. And if it doesn't, I'll just fight it manually. Yep.
Let's go and mess them up, like the legend says.
Let's go and mess them up like the legend says. I thought he was going somewhere with that, like the legend says something. The legend says they messed them up. What does the legend say? You gotta elaborate. Like the legend says, refuses to elaborate further. What the hell, Golgi? Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, here we go. I'm really hoping this particular battle does actually work, especially as it really would have been a tease if, after all that, the battle doesn't work. But sieges with special locations have been known to be broken in terms of cinematics. But I am going to play the battle in such a way that hopefully, even if it is broken, it will minimize the degree of desynchronization. Anyway. It's fancy fireworks as we use Stone Shatter to break that Zinchen gate down, while the lead belchers take down the first of the enemy towers and our units head into the enemy settlement. Just waiting for the tower to collapse here. There we go. Oh! Okay. Okay, unlike the walls, which when they break apart can actually damage your units or kill your units, if they're too close to them, it looks like the tower, just like the top of the tower falling off and crushing your units, doesn't actually do anything. Anyway, our troops are in now, the Eshin Man-Eater fighting side by side with the Bruiser and the Butcher, while Golgi is taking care of some Chaos Warriors, trying to get as many units in here as possible, while we wait back here with our range units. This will also be the debut battle of our brand new Powder Guts Man-Eaters with Ogre pistols, who look pretty darn fancy with all their pirate getup. I wish we had an entire army with this color scheme and this whole theme going on. Gotta love it. They look like free company as well. Anyway, more and more of our units are streaming in now. The enemy will pop a cascading fire cloak to try to buff all of their units, and well, not try, but buff all their units up. So good job to them. We have cleared a decent sort of breach in the enemy settlement as well, so that does mean that hopefully all of our ogres will be able to stream on in as well. Balance of power is in our favor here. This is not like the battle we fought against Vilitch and his 3 armies. While the garrison here is certainly decent, and the troops, there are this decent amount of elite troops. They just don't have the numbers. Not that the numbers are nothing. I mean, still pretty solid. Worth a fight is what I'm getting at, in a very roundabout way. Anyway, tactically there's not much to say about this battle, however, hadn't seen that yet, from the Eshin Man-Eater. As I was saying, tactically there isn't much to say about this battle. We blob up and we head through the gate. The enemy can't really punish us for it, as they don't have magics and they don't have artillery. Or if they do have magics, they're not using them here. Another breach has been made with Stone Shatter, and the Ogre pistols are in now to fire into the backs of these Chaos Warriors. A little bit of magical artillery will hopefully help out as well as we smash them with an Ruinous Thunderbolt. And the Ogre pistols continue firing into their backs, while the long-drawn Slayer pirates join the bigger Ogre pirates as well. All being nice and matchy. Does look like some of the enemy halberds attempt to peel away from the enemy main formation to stop those Ogre pistols firing into their backs, but too little, too late, as most of the Ogres have made it through the breach anyway. still, good job to the AI for sending so many units to actually try to defend the breach, as opposed to allowing us to just waltz into the city. And depending on which faction you're using and what your army composition is, sometimes it makes it very difficult to deal with, as, well, if we had mostly regular infantry and not monstrous infantry, we would have had to break through a lot of Chaos Warriors and Sangors and stuff in order to break through that gate. And if we didn't have the mass to push them aside, we could get stuck on the other side. But fortunately not the case here. Sangors are booking it on out of there, and seeing the Sangors run, looks like the trolls will follow suit. The breach is completely ours now, and badly hurt Exalted Hero. And we can start moving southward. Well, southward. We can start moving downward. Alright, Lead Belchers as well as the Powder Guts are in the fight now as well. Or inside the settlement now as well. And we've sent both of our other range units up on top of the walls. Our Ruglud's Armored Orcs firing down with their crossbows. And then over on the other side we have our Long-Drawn Slayer Pirates. Well, they were in range, but they are no. Now they can still fire the occasional pistol shot. Good job to them. This guy have a bunch of coins wrapped around his pistol. Huh, neat. I kinda like that. I like the aesthetic. They might not be coins, it could be, I don't know, like little runic somethings. Little runes on metal plates, or coins, I guess. But anyway. When I said not coins, I mean that they might not necessarily have any monetary value. At least as a fiat currency. Anyway, let's just... The battle continues. 6 minutes and 30 seconds in, so we've been doing this for a decent amount of time now. But the bounce power's at about 80% in our favor, and our Ogres are now heading on down that hill. With a little bit of range fire, just gotta be careful that we don't allow our Lead Belchers and Ogre Pistols to kill off too many of our own units. And man... Golgi is huge. I mean, he absolutely does tower over the other ogres. The other ogres look tiny by comparison. I kind of want to compare his size to Grease's Goldtooth. Greasy is supposed to be the biggest and the fattest, but is he? Is he actually? And it's going to be a little bit hard to compare because he's on that wheelbarrow of his, but I should really take him off that thing. At the very least, if they wanted him on a mount, he doesn't need a wheelbarrow. Give him some just like massive, like freaking, maybe not like a tank, just like a massive, I don't know, carriage, like some kind of big old construct. Like a Dace of Destruction, but of money, and Nobblers pulling it and money. You know what I mean? Ooh, some nice shots from the Lead Belcher support, actually hitting those Sangors and not actually our own units, seeing the occasional crossbow bolt come in and fire down as well. And I see some throwing axes from the enemy, conversely. A little bit of that range fire is still happening. Our range units are all up here though, and by the looks of it safe, and any unit that tries to go up here will get obliterated by range fire. One Sangor. Where are you fleeing, my friend? Alright, somebody better shoot this Sangor. It's kind of impressive how many arrows he's getting through. Oh, down he goes. The underdog story, well, ended in his defeat anyway. Anyway, the bounce power is at about 70, maybe 80% in our favor now. Just a few more units to force into a rout or shatter, and I do believe the battle will be ours. Butcher in the midst of the fray and casting while he is as such. Not enough enemies remain for us to be threatened by them, and or threatened by the likelihood of the Butcher getting severely damaged. Hey, there's Bragg the Gutsman, haven't seen him in a few. Still together with that Eshin Man-eater. Love seeing these two work together. And it looks like the Marauders and the Chaos Warriors are broken on this side as well. The enemy Lord is still fighting, but is very low in HP. Bounce power is closing in on 90% now, and just gotta get a few more kills in. Golgi spins to win his way forward towards the capture location, does get surrounded by Marauder Hunters with javelins, but those are fragile units, and they certainly don't want to be under those big ol' ogre weapons. And ooh, some more fire from the lead belchers coming in. Very, very effective against those fragile units of Marauder horses. Tzeentch or not, barrier doesn't help all that much against the lead belchers. And I can't wait to get some more lead belchers in our armies, and just generally build a ranged army. Slaughter of the ogre scum, you know, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I do wish you luck. And Golgi's still in the front. Some Sangors, or rather some Tzeentch and Centaur. What are they called? Centaurs of Tzeentch? Yeah, Centaurs of Tzeentch have survived. So these guys are Sangors, but those guys are Centaurs of Tzeentch. There's no like Centaurs. That's terrible. It's terrible, Ruinous. Shut up. If somebody can do better, do better. It's a low bar, people. Yeah, maybe it was too hard to combine Tzeentch and Centaur into one word, such that they never even tried. Anyway, I do believe with that the last of the enemy units and the Centaurs of Tzeentch will shatter, and the battle will be ours at last. And it does look like whether there was a desync or not, kind of hard to tell. We were still able to get through the battle, and it does look like everything more or less happened as it was supposed to. And beautiful. Village is destroyed, and well, let's see how much cash we can get out of this. Alright, there we go. There we go. That'll complete the contract. I'm also really hoping that that cinematic battle worked. I played that battle in a very weird way, or... there's a way you can play where you can minimize the bug, wherein you don't give your units a direct order ever throughout the battle. You only move them into positions. You never tell them to attack anything directly. It's a very odd way to conduct a battle, but if it works, it works, as long as we can get some nice shots. Anyway, 8k money, 808 meat, and I assume some more rewards for this. Ooh. Solid reward for gifting this to the client, 14k. I think we gotta take that. Yeah. Sure, why not? That, well, that super completes this thing, and I guess we should destroy the Foundry of Bones as well. Also, I assume that this is... Sky Titan String. This is killed Vilitch. Alright. Well, with that, we are very much out of time. We were very much out of time before we started the battle, but now more so. I'm obviously going to call the episode here. Next time, we'll probably destroy the Foundry of Bones and complete the contract, and then take a new one and see what we can do. Ooh, for example, the Dissenter Lords of Junshen want us to attack the western provinces, which could potentially be interesting. And the western provinces want the reverse. This is a lot of money, a lot of meat, and there's the potential of getting the very nice defeat trait. From Jiao Ming. Anyway, we'll consider that. And we will do two other things. One, we'll hopefully global recruit... Hey, one of these Wolfric armies. We'll hopefully global recruits the other man-eaters into Golgi's army next episode, and start fighting with these two armies as well, especially the cheap one. But, well, frankly, this one isn't anything crazy in terms of expense right now either. Gotta see how well these two stack up. So, stay tuned for more Golgi. Don't forget to leave those likes and comments below. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.